Points? We don't need no stinking points. We've got Media, Marauder, and Rick's Cards. Welcome to Rick's Cards TTM Adventures. We are here to give you another result episode of the successful TTMs. TTMs meaning through the mail, where we send our baseball cards and sports cards and photographs to our favorite celebrities, and hopefully they send them back autographed for us. And we are in the middle of this year-end free-for-all contest, so we're hoping to get points with every 90s card that comes back. So let's get on with it. Our first order of business is I got a Brandon Stebbins blind trade. Just wanted to get into that right now. If you want to read his letter, it's a nice letter that he always writes. And he's got a great channel over there. I know you've all probably been there because you know he's very generous to the community. And he has sent me, looks like Doug Jennings. He has sent me Tom Niedenfuhr, one of my favorite relief pitchers. He was the guy that gave up the home run to Jack Clark when he was with the Dodgers. Shout out to me, Rick's Cards, who loves the Cardinals. Yeah, it's my first shout out. No, Chris Cordoli. Let's try that again. Cordirola. Okay, if you insist. And let's see, we got also Jim Whalewander. I remember that guy. And we got Nate Snell. And he also threw in, I don't know if it's a throw-in. I don't remember throwing in this many cards for this blind trade, but thank you, Mr. Brandon Stebbins. This is the Dennis Slam. And believe it or not, I need all these cards for my PC. Thank you, Mr. Brandon Stebbins. He is a good guy. Go see his channel if you haven't already. Okay, our first TTM result coming out of Kansas City, Missouri. And it is from Mr. Willie Akins. Willie Mays Akins. That's how he signed it. And that's what I got on my senior, 89 senior card, which Mr. Johnny Serena and I are battling to collect. Thank you, Mr. Willie Akins. Our next one coming out of Provo, Utah. And this is he used to be, but anyway, he sent me a card saying that he's going to charge now. And it's Mr. Vance Law. He did sign the card I sent him. I sent him actually 3 cards. He signed the one I needed, and that's a 90 Fleer. So that's a point for Team Adam. Thank you, Mr. Vance Law. Actually, he didn't sign the other 3 I sent him. Oh, he did sign. Oh, I beg to differ here. Beg to differ. Anyway, he signed this 89 Donruss also. I apologize, Mr. Law. You did sign 2 for me, but it was 2 that he didn't sign, these 2. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Vance Law. He did sign. I think that's a facsimile signature, but he signed or sent a letter stating he is going to charge now since he's getting overwhelmed with requests. So that took 16 days. So thank you, Mr. Vance Law. Our next one coming out of, looks like Phoenix, Arizona. It took 23 days, and it is from Mr. Del Unser. Mr. Unser signed this 70 tops. He also signed 2 1980 tops. I really liked him. He was the kind of guy that looks like a ball player, if you know what I mean. If you've ever coached baseball, you know what I'm talking about. A guy that actually looks like a ball player. Thank you, Mr. Unser. Our next one coming out of Las Vegas, Nevada, right around the corner. And we have got I guess it's actually a 4 of 4 coming from Mike Easler. He signed this 81 Donruss for me. And he signed the 89 Senior League card. We're starting to pick up those cards left and right now. And he signed 2 index cards, both saying, the one saying Mike Easler, the Hitman, and then 79 World Series champs, the Hitman, Mike Easler. So thank you, Mr. Mike Easler, for your autograph. Put that right by you there. He also sent, I guess he wants some donations now, too. He does accept donations, so there's his card. And I'll have to remember that, because I'll probably send him to him again since he's local. Thank you, Mr. Easler. We'll take care of you in the future. I didn't know that you're asking for requests when I sent those out. So our next one coming out of, let's see here, Peoria, Illinois. It is a 2 of 2. Took 15 days, and it is Paul Reuschel. I got Mr. Reuschel to sign this 78 Topps for me, and I got one of the 2 brothers here. I'll have to get his brother to sign the other one, was my goal on this. He signed this 77 Topps, Big League Brothers. I looked at it and I said, he signed in the wrong spot. That's Rick Reuschel on the right. And then I realized, no, that's him on the right. They've got the lettering wrong there on their names. Mr. Rick Reuschel's on the left and Paul on the right. So I didn't even realize that. I don't know if you'd consider that an error card or not, but he signed the right side. Thank you, Mr. Reuschel, for your autograph. That took 15 days. So now we got to send it out to his brother. Our next one coming out of North Texas, Dallas, Texas. So big they got to say it twice. This took 10 days. It's a 2 of 2. It is from Pat Combs. He signed this 90 Fleer, which gives us a point for Team Adam. And he signed a 91 Donruss for me with the Bible inscription, I should say. And I just noticed that he did sign, he put Rick on this one, inscribed it, so, and the Bible verse. I thank you, Mr. Combs. He also sent me his business card if you're interested, or he's got a book that he is selling. If you want to pause it, maybe get it from Amazon. I thank you, Mr. Combs. And that took only 10 days. Our next one, coming out of Phoenix, Arizona. It is a 3 of 3. It took 21 days, and it is from Bo Aldred. He signed all 3 of these 1990 Topps for me. And yes, that is a point for Team Adam. Just for the record, I sent him 2, and he sent me 3 back. So I appreciate it, Mr. Aldred. 3 of 3. Thank you very much. Our next one coming out of San Jose, California. Do you know the way to San Jose? It's a 2 of 2. It took 17 days. Mark Eichhorn signed 2 1991 Donruss for me. And there is another point for Team Adam. He also had a Bible verse put on one of them. And it looks like he's got his number 38 on one and 45 on the other. And he's wearing number 45, so he must have had 2 different numbers. One of my few angels I'm getting back here. I haven't sent too many angels out. Mr. Mark Eichhorn, thank you for your autograph, sir. That took 17 days. And still another one coming up out of North Dallas. It is a 2 of 2. Took 10 days. And it is Jeff Kunkel. Mr. Kunkel signed this, 91 Fleer. And he signed a 1990 Fleer for me, which gives Team Adam another point. Thank you, Mr. Kunkel. And on this one, I sent him 1 card, and he sent me 2. So, thank you, Mr. Kunkel. I appreciate it. And let's see, our next one will come out of Suburban, Illinois. It is a 1 of 1. Took 15 days. And it is from Wes Chamberlain, who signed this 1991 Classic card, which gives us another point. Mr. West Chamberlain, I just found these. I got one of those games, so I broke it open. It was already pretty much open anyway. And I had all these cards in it, and I found this one. That's all Chamberlain, Mr. Chamberlain signed. So sure enough, he sent it back to me real quick in 15 days and gets us another point. Thank you, Mr. Chamberlain. Okay, our last one coming out of Phoenix, Arizona. And it is a 2 of 2. It took 10 days. And it is from David Segee. Mr. Segee signed this 92 tops, which will give Team Adam one more point. And he signed this 2000 Omega card. Don't have too many of these cards. I just recently found this card. And signed it nicely. So he also put a Bible verse on both sides. There's the back of that Omega card in case you're wondering what they are. And I thank you, Mr. Segee, for your autograph. And that will do it for Rick's cards here on this Thursday afternoon. I thank you for watching. I hope you liked what you did. If you did, hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that. Send my name to your friends and family, and hopefully they'll subscribe too. And until then, always hustle. You never know who's watching. Bye.